Believe it or not, you just saw a ton of mathematics. Okay, where is it? Well, one thing we have to do is bridge the world of shapes and images that artists think in terms of with the world of numbers, equations, and algebra that computers are most effective at handling. And of course, that bridge is to use coordinate geometry. Right? So we lay down a coordinate system, say with x going to the right and y going upwards. And then the sliding motion or translation, if you think about what's happening to the, say, the x-coordinate of this lower left corner of this image, the x-coordinate started out with some small value and ended up with a value, in this case, it was about 14 bigger. Right? So another way to say that is that the mathematics of translation is addition. So anytime you see something move in one of our films, there's addition going on underneath. Right? How about scaling? That is making something bigger or smaller. What happens in the coordinates when you scale something? Suppose you scale it up by a factor of 2. Multiplication, exactly, right. So the x-coordinates and the y-coordinates are all being multiplied by that scaling factor. So in other words, the mathematics of scaling is multiplication. So anytime you see things getting bigger or smaller in our films, there's multiplication going on underneath. All right, a little bit more complicated now. What about rotation? What's the mathematics of rotation? Linear transformations, right? There's a particular kind of linear transformation here. Pardon? There's matrix multiplication going on. If you don't have to use matrix multiplication, but you can. And what are the entries in the matrix? Sines and cosines, exactly, right. So another way to say that is that the mathematics of rotation is trigonometry. So what we're trying to do right now is create some materials, as I was mentioning earlier, to demonstrate clearly how trigonometry plays a role in the placement and movement of our characters. So anytime you see anything rotate, there's trigonometry going on underneath. And it's really appropriate for me to be here tonight, as Anna said, I'm an alum. And this is the school I fell in love with math at. My 7th grade science teacher, Mr. Belknap, showed me how to use trigonometry to calculate how high the rockets I was building was going. And I thought that was just magical that you could actually figure out how high something was going without having to get out a ladder and a long